Imagine a guitarist so revolutionary that even the legendary Jimi Hendrix couldn't help but praise them, declaring, "They're just too much." But here's where it gets controversial. Could the Beatles, the band Hendrix admired, have been the true catalysts for his boundary-pushing approach to music? Let's dive in. Jimi Hendrix's impact on the guitar is nothing short of seismic. While today's rock and roll guitarists might seem larger than life, many of the techniques we now take for granted, playing with teeth, behind the head, or mastering feedback, were pioneered by Hendrix. His electrifying performances often overshadow his profound musicianship, but it's this blend of showmanship and skill that cemented his legacy. And this is the part most people miss. Hendrix wasn't just a blues rock fusion artist. He was a genre-defying innovator. Sure, Hendrix wasn't the first to infuse rock with blues, but unlike Eric Clapton, who revered the blues greats, Hendrix aimed to transcend them. His debut album, Are You Experienced, is a testament to this. It weaves the raw power of Muddy Waters and Robert Johnson with the soulful elegance of Curtis Mayfield, the melodic charm of tracks like May This Be Love, and even experimental sounds that defied categorization as heard in manic depression. Hendrix didn't see genres as barriers, but as a palette to draw from, effortlessly blending styles in ways that felt both familiar and groundbreaking. This fearless approach wasn't born in a vacuum. Hendrix's adventurous spirit was partly inspired by the Beatles, who had evolved from teeny-bopper idols into musical visionaries by the time Hendrix emerged. While Hendrix's live rendition of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band injected the song with raw energy, he was equally influenced by the band's willingness to explore. The Beatles' White Album, for instance, took listeners on a journey through diverse musical landscapes, each executed with unparalleled brilliance. Here's a bold question. Did the Beatles pave the way for Hendrix's innovation, or was it the other way around? Hendrix himself acknowledged the Beatles' greatness, stating, "They're one group that you can't really put down because they're just too much." He credited Paul McCartney, whom he called the Big Bad Beatle, for securing their gig at the Monterey Pop Festival, a pivotal moment in Hendrix's American breakthrough. Though Hendrix never signed with Apple Records, it was clear both parties recognized each other's genius. But here's the counterpoint. While Hendrix drew from early rock icons like Little Richard and Chuck Berry, his ability to paint with a broader musical palette set him apart. By the late 1960s, both Hendrix and the Beatles had redefined what rock could be. Tragically, Hendrix's untimely death in 1970 left us wondering what more he could have achieved. Given the Beatles' eventual disbandment and individual pursuits, it's likely Hendrix would have continued pushing boundaries, whether with the Jimi Hendrix Experience, Band of Gypsies, or as a solo artist. The beauty of Hendrix lies in the unpredictability of his music, each record a new adventure. What do you think? Could Hendrix have surpassed the Beatles if he'd lived longer? Or were they the true masters of innovation? Let's discuss in the comments.